All right, coming up next, we have a topic called Why We Need an Infinitely Scalable Blockchain. An infinitely scalable blockchain. Why is that necessary? And what is the purpose of TechPay in that equation? TechPay coin is the native token of TechPay chain, the infinitely scalable layer 1 proof of stake blockchain fused with PBFT and DAG consensus. TechPay coin's performance proved to be 43,000 times faster than Bitcoin, 20 times faster than Ethereum, and even 4.5 times faster than Solana, making it the fastest decentralized blockchain capable of 300,000 plus transactions per second and 500 millisecond transaction time to finality. That is fast. Please join me in welcoming on stage Sumit Sharma and Vishal Garg, co-founders of TechPay Coin.
Hello everyone, it is Vishal Garg. So today we are going to talk about scalability. Why we need an infinitely scalable blockchain. Why and what is the scalability? Why it is very important for us in today. So you must have heard about the fastest blockchain from many people. That there are so many people call it a fastest blockchain. But why it is called the fastest blockchain? Where the word comes? So first thing that comes in the mind is scalability. If the blockchain is scalable, it is the fastest blockchain. So what is scalability? Suppose we are increasing the number of people, the number of nodes, the number of transactions happening increasingly. But what if the number of nodes are increasing, but not the number of transactions? Transactions are reducing. So that is not a scalable blockchain, right? So when a network of blockchain is growing, a network is growing too far, means a million of nodes are there. But a transaction, the number of transactions happening per second, that is transaction per second are decreasing and the transaction finality is decreasing, then it won't be a scalable blockchain. Most of the public blockchains which we are using to deploying our D apps are not scalable because you can see you pay the hefty amount of transaction fees and you need to wait that your transaction is going to complete. You are just waiting, nothing more than that. That is not a scalable blockchain. So what are the factors which are related to the fastest blockchain? That is scalability of a blockchain. What are the factors about that? So you can see when a number of nodes are increasing in a blockchain, if the network is going down and down, it is getting slow, the transactions, for the transaction you need to wait, then you can see the scalability gets down. So the number of node is the most important factor in the scalability of a blockchain. Another thing you may have heard, you may not have heard, that is the latency of the network. Suppose there are the number of nodes which are geographically separated. The amount of the bandwidth of the node is very low. So your blocks will not be synced within the network. Then the latency of the network will get down. Your block will not get final. Your blocks will not be accepted in the blockchain. So your blockchain will scale down. Another important factor is the infrastructure of the node. If you are creating the small nodes, means very slower infrastructure nodes, then definitely your network is not scalable because your node will be a bottleneck. Another thing is the consensus mechanism. You may have seen the many public blockchains which are using consensus based on mining. In TechPay, we have used a very different thing you may have not heard. That is the combination of two consensus protocols. We have created our own mechanism to make the consensus fulfill. In TechPay, we are using Byzantine fault tolerance and DAG together to make the consensus work very fast. Another thing is complexity of smart contracts. How complex are the smart contracts also make the factor that blockchains are not scalable. The storage of the blockchain node. This is very interesting, which we have solved in TechPay. Most of the blockchains are affected with this factor, as they are only using like EVM compatible, all the EVM compatible blockchains are using just the simple storage, that is the key value pairs. They are not innovating inside that, because the large amount of data which needs to be stored, if takes time, then it will be the bottleneck for the blockchain. So how we have solved is, we are using DAG, directed acyclic graphs, and we have also optimized in the lower level of the blockchain to make the blockchain more scalable. So this have been the very, very important factor in the TechPay to resolve the problem of blockchain trilemma. Another important thing is, that is transaction pools. If the number of transactions are waiting, then how the blockchain can be scalable? So we have resolved this problem by also modifying the transaction pools. So the transaction finality is the thing which is directly proportional to scalability of the blockchains. In TechPay, we have reduced the transaction finality from minutes, hours to just less than milliseconds. In TechPay, the transaction finality is less than 1 second. It is less than 1 second, really. So in TechPay, the transaction finality is the most important factor which we have used to scale our blockchain. If the new number of nodes are increasing and the transaction finality is also increasing, then your blockchain cannot be scalable, because it will be the bottleneck. It will scale down and down. And after a point where millions of nodes are there, your network will be like another public blockchain struggling for transactions to happen. And you are paying a large amount of gas fees, transaction fees, just to process your blockchain transaction. So this is very, very important, as we have innovated to bring the fastest transaction finality and the most scalable blockchain. TechPay blockchain 3.0. We have innovated TechPay to create the blockchain 3.0. How? We have used the different kind of data structure. Other than the blockchain itself, we have used directed acyclic graph, I told you. We have used the DAG. DAG is very important, which helped us to make the highest performing blockchain, which we have already created, we have launched. DAG helped us to make the blockchain 3.0. We have created a blockchain which is the fastest in the world. As the number of nodes are increasing, the transaction speed will also increase. With the number of validators, number of nodes, our network is increasing, our speed is increasing. No matter how many transactions are there, no matter how many people are doing transactions, no matter how complex are the transactions through smart contracts. Yes, TechPay. In TechPay, we have done this, the blockchain 3.0. So what is the purpose of TechPay? So TechPay is built for real-time transactions in the real world for real people. Yes, you don't need to wait for the transactions to happen. You don't need to wait for hours, minutes. You just blink your eye and the transaction is done. So the transactions are also cost effective for everyone. You just need to pay $0.00021 per transaction. As simple as that. So it is very much affordable. It is faster. So the transactions are faster. So your D apps, your existing D apps, your future D apps will be faster. Definitely. You don't need to wait. Your apps and TechPay blockchain both are faster. The TechPay is highly scalable for future loads as well as for the current loads. As soon as in the future, the hefty amount of transactions are coming, the load is coming, TechPay will still remain scalable. TechPay is open source, so it is open for everyone to innovate. Let's come together and do work on TechPay to improve it more. So this is what all about TechPay, the purpose of TechPay. But now I am going to tell you one important thing which TechPay is innovating right now. This is the open source, and with TechPay we have introduced the blockchain 3.0. So what if I ask you a question? Suppose you are talking about a currency, so the currency is backed by a gold. But what about blockchains? Blockchains in few countries are either not legalized or either not accepted by everyone, because everyone's scared of the blockchains that it can be go down, it can be anything. What if I tell you a blockchain, a cryptocurrency, a coin is backed by you, your pocket, and your own computational power? What will you say? Definitely it matters a lot, because what we are going to launch is, what we are building is the very, very next level. That is something different from the world, something first time in the world. That is, you just rent your computational power, you are getting the fixed amount of the coins on your computational power, and that computational power is going to be used by the other people who are building their D apps, they are running their applications, everything. Means suppose anyone is running AI algorithm, your computation power will be rented to him. So you are getting the coins from that person. This is the backbone of TechPay, which we are going to launch very soon. So TechPay is going to be a currency of the world next level, where no government, no border, there is nothing. Just one coin which is accepted by all, everyone. That is the coin without borders. Now I'll ask my brother.
Great. So, too many knowledge? You like knowledge? So, in layman language, I want to tell you something new. So, this is blockchain, this is cryptocurrency. What next? Cryptocurrency, token, NFT, what next? Because cryptocurrency, here our word, unique word is currency. Am I right or wrong? So here we are talking about currency. Cryptocurrency means currency with technology. Am I right or wrong? So what next is what? Here I am going to give you one announcement. As soon as possible, we are going to launch a payment gateway. Payment gateway with POS. POS means point of sale software for merchant. For example, our merchant, our shopkeeper, we give them POS free. He upload their product. You can make merchant account free, and payment gateway you have. You can do. We will give you all merchants payment gateway free, and shopping portal. Too many things. Exchange. We have bot for if people want to trade. So we are going to give you bot. Normal people can trade by bot, and you can make your own strategy on that bot. And we will give you good strategies. You can use that strategies also. So we have many things. As soon as possible, we are going to launch. Last 5 years, we are in development. Now this is our first product, TechPay. And after TechPay, we will give you too many things. integrated with TechPay. So this is we have a very big ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, TechPay. Let's give it another big round of applause. Thank you very much.